Hello, good morning, happy Friday. It is High Priestess Jamila. I am uploading our solar eclipse group burn. Um, but little over, well, about 11 days later after the fact. So that video should be up soon. Okay. Y'all should know that a lot of us witches and occultists and spiritualists that are doing some deep diving. Social media doesn't like us as much. Okay. So you can't judge a book by its views. Okay. Just FYI, I've realized that. I have realized that, and I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna flex my favor. I'm not. I'm just gonna let folks find out. Okay. But I was looking at a video, and of course, I was looking at the comments, and one comment struck my attention. Someone was saying that a lot of people that went out to see the eclipse got sick. And so I was thinking, I was like, that's very interesting because the day of the eclipse, as well as the next day, I felt great. Now, I did feel a lot of the nervous tension from other people because there was stuff going on the next day. Um, and so I said, let me go ahead and throw my cards, okay, to see what is going on with that. And what I got, because I just basically asked spirits. In fact, that day felt so peaceful. It felt like so much healing energy. Um, and so I do have an answer. Um, because I did ask, well, why did so many people get sick or felt sick like the next day? And I didn't. And I'm not talking about people close to me, clients, students, things of that nature. I'm just talking about people that were either in the path of it. I know that it did. It was at my hometown, Missouri, was actually in the path of the eclipse. Okay, um, and so yeah, so I did get an answer. I did notice that I felt like my daughter kind of felt a little out of sorts the next day, but I attribute that to me and her living in two different states, and mommy was not there to protect them, but I will be there soon. Okay. Yeah. So I threw my cards, and I actually threw 15 cards, and I will show them to you. Okay. I'm going to show you the cards that I threw. So the first one that I got is the Knight of Swords. And I feel like the Knight of Swords is representing spiritual protection, spiritual knowledge, and spiritual wisdom. And what was in your subconscious thoughts about the solar eclipse or Knight of Swords could represent subconscious thinking or just thought. Okay. Now, I got the High Priestess upright. Of course, I felt fine through the whole thing. Even the next day, I felt fine. And that's because I'm cloaked with a lot of protection to where things don't bother me. But then I got Six of Cups inverted. And so this kind of further explains why other people kind of felt weird. And that is because bad memories from the past that people are avoiding are coming up. In a perfect world, people would reconcile the past, they would deal with their issues, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people Their attitude is give it to Jesus, give it to Jesus, but you're not giving it to Jesus. You're not actually. You might even just be throwing it out there. Okay. You're not necessarily giving those things to Jesus. Okay. You're not. It's the same principle to where you know how you guys come and get cleanses. And even when you do cleanses, if negative energy is on you, it's going to go back to the original place where it came from. You don't necessarily have to do a reversal unless it's something serious. Somebody help them. But otherwise, a cleanse is going to do the same thing. So it's kind of the same principle to where, like, you know, the eclipse was really, especially during the Mercury retrograde, which it actually intensified Mercury retrograde. Mercury in retrograde was intensified by the eclipse. Okay. So then I got Nine of Swords in the inverted position. Okay. And so Nine of Swords inverted, these are again subconscious thoughts and memories that people are avoiding, just in general. Four of Cups comes up in the upright position, which I feel like this is talking about people that have been sort of neglecting their emotional responsibilities to people, possibly, or either just unresolved emotions. Now, I also got the Eight of Pentacles inverted. And so, what this tells me is that people with like underlying health issues, like if you had some kind of health issue already going on, then the eclipse probably wasn't fun for you. But then also underlying health issues kind of came to the surface. Mental health issues came to the surface. Two of Swords in the inverted position. And then we get the Lovers. Now, the Lovers, it represents Venus. This is actually Saturn, I believe. Six of Cups. No, it's the Sun. Six of Cups inverted is the Sun, actually. Alchemically, it's the sun, it's associated with the sun. So I think that this Nine of Swords, this Nine of Cups, you know if you had anything unresolved, and most people are not resolving their issues. They're not resolving their issues. Okay. Then we got Six of Swords coming up in the inverted position, which is all about, again, both of these sixes are inverted. Both of these, okay, are inverted. So this is where things are not being dealt with from the past. This is where people are not moving on from the past. If it's anything from the past or past life. So these are kind of like the days leading up, after the eclipse. Okay. Because the next day was the ninth. And a lot of people felt like, I don't feel well. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not a person that knows how to balance yourself, if you're not a person that knows how to ground yourself, then you was probably not feeling well. And so then we've got the Eight of Cups comes up in the upright position. And Eight of Cups is pretty positive. People that are, that are just able to move on from a negative emotional thing. I feel like it pushed people in a very good direction. Three of Cups comes up in the upright position. I feel like this is representing having proper protection. And then the Page of Wands comes up, and then the Emperor in the upright position. So the Emperor in the upright position is healthy masculine energy, actually. So 9 times out of 10, if you were working with some healthy masculine energy on that day, like just per se, uh, you know, you probably did a little bit better. Rather, if you had not dealt with toxic masculinity on that day, you probably were not feeling well, and you probably were feeling really crappy. Three of Swords comes up in the inverted position. So it affected people in different ways. Okay, it really did. And I know that a few of my clients had called me. They felt amazing during the eclipse, but then the next day it was like, what the hell is going on? And so that's when I said, oh shit, Mercury is in retrograde as well. So I did a couple of Mercury retrograde workings for clients, and like it was like instant feel better. It was literally like instant. So you know, I think it depends on where you were spiritually, what was the spiritual influence, you know what I'm saying? If you were improperly influenced spiritually, then more than likely, you kind of got some stuff going on that was not good. So I feel like it did affect different people in different ways. Um, Main thing is that I want people to stop listening to Christians. I was actually looking at a video that was made about the lady that thought it was going to be the apocalypse. Nobody in any spiritual community was saying that except for religious people. Nobody was saying that. Nobody in this world was saying that. No, there was no witches, there was no occultists, there was no spiritualists saying that, there was no psychics saying that, psychic mediums. Nobody was saying that but Christians. Let's keep it a buck. And as you can see, there was no apocalypse whatsoever that day. We're all still here. I think that it's mainly about disappointment and not wanting to admit when they're wrong about something, which I know that a lot of Christians have a hard time admitting when they are wrong about something. I don't know what it is about religious people. They just refuse to admit when they're wrong. And that's become very dangerous. What I can tell you is that the next year, like the rest of this year, is going to be really very difficult on people that don't already have a connection with the universe. Most Christians' crowns are closed. Their crown chakras are closed. They are sleeping. They are not awake. They are being controlled by something that is very, very scary. It's unpredictable. It's very toxic. I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying all of them are like that, because some Christians actually, they're Christian, but they also believe in what I believe in. Okay. So there's a lot of Christians that, they are connected. They are connected with the universe. So it's not all of them, but the ones that are not. And the young lady that I was talking about is factually, she was supposed to have been an astrologer. Again, just because you're into astrology doesn't necessarily mean that you are connected. You can study something but not be connected to it. So for her to pick that up, for her to say that and feel that way about that I was about to say apocalypse, about that solar eclipse, and enough for her to murder people and murder her own children, just really goes to show that just because you know about something doesn't mean that you're connected. It doesn't mean that you have that soul level of connection. Because anybody that was frightened that day and scared that day, it's because there needs to be, the crown is closed, the third eye is closed, and it doesn't need to be closed. It doesn't need to be unbalanced. It needs to be connected. Otherwise, when things like that happen, you're not going to be ready. Now, another thing that I saw in my cards is the energy shifting. Okay, Knight of Swords. That it's like an energy shift. It's like, and it's like, what the fuck? So it was like a cognitive dissonance that a lot of people were having. So I've actually experienced energy shifts during ritual as well as during spell work. It used to be something that was a little scary for me. And then it would also sort of cause me to feel very ungrounded until I learned grounding techniques either before, after, during. It's not that I'm doing it wrong. It's just that when you go from one state of being to another, it's like you're traveling very fast when it comes to spell work. So that wasn't nothing but magic. It was nothing but magic. That eclipse was pure, raw, unadulterated magic that was happening in the sky. And a lot of people are not ready for that. I mean, it just, it's sad, but it's the truth. And it can be very scary, to the point where I've actually had clients, and I'm still counseling those clients, to where I made something happen and they're just like, I can't believe it. I can't, like, this is unreal. So it's almost like you're in this unfamiliar place. Yeah. I know. Yes, Roselle. I know, right? Yeah. People, I'm telling you. And that was just really crazy that that girl was supposed to be like an astrologer. But yeah, exactly. Just because you study something does not make you connected to spirit, and a lot of people are afraid of it. And she's like a prime example of that, you know what I'm saying? Because she's just like, oh, I'm studying it, I'm looking at it. But because those planets are spirits, the stars are spirits, and people just in general, they're not ready for that. Even some witches are a little frightened by planetary stuff, right? So I just, oh my God, rest in peace to the little baby, 9-month-old baby, 8-month-old baby. A young man lost his life. She lost her life because you know and I think, you know what, Roselle, I'm gonna ask my spirits if it's okay for me to be nosy and do a reading on her, because I that to me, that smelled like black magic. Like something was up with that, because that just don't make no sense. Okay. Now I personally feel like religion is like the first line of black magic, dark magic. Oh God, it's very dark. The Bible is very dark. Religious people, very dark. Like it's just, and it's been so difficult, but it's doable, right? Because they're always doom and gloom, doom and gloom. And so you're trying to connect and they're just like, oh no, it's doom and gloom. And it's yeah. So, uh-huh. Yeah, a lot of them are not. Yeah. And they don't like real spiritualists. They really don't. They don't like those of us that ain't scared. They don't like us. They don't. They think we up to no good or whatever. And it's like, no, not exactly. I could be up to no good if you are trying to impede on me. Like I literally, and it ain't that I'm up to no good. I'm just up to my greater good, because you on some BS. You know what I'm saying? They don't They do not like the witches. I'm telling you, I am getting it from all angles. I actually have a full-fledged conspiracy, a group. It's not just the people on the internet, online. It's also lawyers. It's been attorneys. I've ran into a few doctors that were in on it. And I've ran into a few judges that were in on it. Yeah. They do not like, but I'm talking about general public too. General public. Now, I didn't know that the conscious community don't like witches. That, is it because it's like a manosphere or something? I don't know. Like that's so stupid, For you to not like or dislike somebody, that means that you're not minding your own business. Is basically what that means. That means that you need to stay out of business that ain't yours. But yeah, I've ran into I'm dealing with my fourth attorney. Fourth attorney, not my attorney, but just attorneys who are just like just playing around with it, just playing around with me, playing around with it. Okay. And then there was a couple of judges too that was playing around with me. Yeah. Oh, ugh, ugh, yuck. I'm a be perfectly honest with y'all. I can't. Mm-mm. Celibacy, single. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't. Never. 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 Ever. Never. And that reminds me. I was looking at somebody's show last week, or it was this week, and this person said that I was talking to Nature Boy. I would never talk to Nature Boy. I would assume I would rather walk through a fiery forest than ever talk to a man like that. So it was so bizarre. Like, hell no. Uh, no. No, no, no. And they always think that witches are control freaks or whatever. It's like, I'm trying to tell you something that is the best thing for you. Like, get out of my face then. Go away. Go suffer. Go suffer. Go suffer in silence and be quiet. That's literally how I feel at this point. Exactly. Yeah. Eva Brown tried to say that I talked to Nature Boy, that I spoke to him. Nature Boy. Uh and it was a lie. It was an obvious lie, and the lie was allowed. Like, I just can't lie like that. Like, if somebody say something that don't sound right, I'll be like, no, I don't think that that's the truth. But I just can't sit there and lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just weird. Oh my God. Hell no. A man with a bunch of women hanging around him and he nasty, all stank, and hell no. I said, wow. Mm-mm. They got something against us witches, and they're stupid. You stupid if you got something against a witch. Because 9 times out of 10, you done ran into somebody claiming that they a witch and you don't like them very much. They're very negative and toxic. But, for the most part, a lot of us witches are very fair and just. A lot of us are. Like, them other ones are frauds. They fake. They just got bad energy. They curse. Yeah. Oh, God. Everything about him I despise. Everything. And no, I do not date men or go after men that I despise. I'm sorry that people think that way. I'm starting to kind of think that whole hate thing is starting to become a part of Black culture when it comes to love and romance. And I'm just going to be perfectly honest and transparent about the situation. Like, it's making me want to go out and get me a white man with a long beard. I want to go get me a Santa Claus that of course isn't a pervert. I don't want him to be old though. He can be 60 though. I would marry a 60-year-old man. I would. Absolutely. Mhm. I have a good 30 years of marriage with him. Yes, I would. Okay. But it's kind of it like, honestly, I was thinking about this. I was like, man, it's so difficult to find what I want within a Black man. I mean, Roselle, well, I don't really want to. I don't really want to say that. I'll talk to you about that. Oh my God. But I feel like all the good ones are gay. Like, a lot of the good ones are gay though, because I would totally hook up. I would totally hook up. Like, dang, you into men? Well, okay, let's be best friends then. But yeah, I because it just, and I've never been attracted to the conscious community. Oh my, who in the fuck? Like, what? Like, uh-uh. Mm, mm-mm. You know what? I'd rather deal with a Christian man with an open mind. Okay, I'd rather deal with a Christian man with an open mind, but not a controlling, diabolical Christian man. No, you can't. No, no, no. I know, right? Yeah, because I'm just like, anyway, I just, and so, and especially a witch that was like forced into some kind of submission or oppression as a child, like, please don't bring out the anger in us, because I'm gonna be honest with you, popping open, finishing popping open my crown chakra, that really pisses me off that somebody closed off my crown chakra. That really pissed me off. Because, when I was born, I was actually born with marks and stuff. I was. It was, if you were to see my baby picture, you'd be like, oh yeah, that chick is a witch. I was all pale, matched the sheets, had a big old birthmark on my hip. If I'd have been born back in the 1900s, they probably would have put me to death. Like, what is this? Oh, God. And they act like I'm the only witch they know. Like, really? So y'all better protect yourself from their death magic. They don't like you because you making them think too much. You making them think too hard. They don't like to think. They just like to exist, and it just, I don't know. As a witch, will you ever hear me saying, "Well, God is in control"? No, I'm not. I'm not going to say that because I know that that's not the truth. I know that the creator gave us knowledge and wisdom. That's what I know. But just saying, "Oh, God is," in every situation, "Oh, well, God is in control." And I think when people say that, they end up very disappointed. Okay, because I don't believe in God as a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that God is very random. God is the universe. God is not a man with negative emotions. Even though it may seem like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's because you're not connected. You're not connected to the universe, okay? You need to get connected. So I think that in general, a lot of people that were not, and then on top of that, this Mercury in retrograde has messed up a lot of people, a lot of embarrassing things. Oh God. And then people just dealing with certain stuff. And I'm just like, wow, like, just, and you know what you know what you have to do? You have to literally just keep calm. I wish that they still had that campaign going on. Keep calm and, drink some coffee, or keep calm and relax. We need to bring that back, because that was actually a very good thing, because people are doing so many unorthodox things and people are committing crimes. I will tell you that. Why are you following me around, hacking at me, child? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Okay, I'll feed you. Uh, People, like, I literally, like, I'm not kidding with you, Roselle. I had an attorney commit a crime right in my face, literally commit a crime against me right in my face. Like, I was like, "You just gonna do that in my face like that?" And he was just like, I was like, "Oh, honey." I was like, "Oh, honey." I was like, oh, but you mad about something? Were you upset? Like, you have no idea how upset I am, being that you're basically trying to steal my generational wealth. So what the fuck are you angry about? It's not yours. Like, I can't. Oh God. I done had to mail out so much stuff and file complaints and motions and fucking spending money to fucking notarize, it's okay though, because you know what I'm doing? I'm stimulating the economy. I think I have spent over $300 this month and last month on notaries. Filing motions over here, filing motions over there. So it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It'll be worth it. Yeah, that's why when people say, "Oh, you are all rejecting God," no, we are rejecting God. We're rejecting you all, right? Yeah, we're not rejecting God. Yeah, yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I really do, and they are causing a lot of stench because they are actively discriminating against witches. Actively discriminating against witches. They are stalking people. They are finding out. I know for a fact that the four people. Wait a minute. Let me count it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Five people that I'm dealing with right now that hold professional licenses. I know for a fact that they are targeting me. I know this for a fact. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be okay though, Roselle. It's gonna be all right because Spirit gonna show them. Spirit gonna give them the Spirit gonna give them the clarity that they need because they need clarity. Okay, is all they need, and they're gonna be all right. But yeah, I got at least four or five of them. And hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had to take that call real quick. I ain't gonna be here too much longer. But yeah, it's about it's just it's ridiculous, and I know that they're testing me is what it is. It's a test, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. It's a learning experience, though. I'm gonna tell you something. The trials that they send us through are actually a learning experience. So that's why I just kind of sit back and relax. I don't have a heart attack or a stroke. I just kind of sit back and relax. But, spirit is like, but those people, it's not a test for them. It's just a test and it's a learning curve for me. Yeah, those people are literally trying to steal from me. They are and take advantage. Okay. So I got to go out here to the, and it rained outside. Thank God that grass, because that grass gonna grow back real quick. It's looking pretty though. And you know what I noticed? I noticed that my grass is actually growing back. That is so freaking amazing. It's still a little bare right there, but it's growing back. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think it's because I went out there and I poured my menstrual blood on my yard. I went out there and anointed the yard. I gotta tell you something. I got something to tell you that's going on. Oh fuck. Oh Lord. Well, I'm gonna brace myself. I'm gonna brace myself, man. They said we just gonna steal some money from you and try to bully you. And my spirits was like, okay, not gonna happen. I'm telling you, boy, people will do whatever they feel that they can get away with. And I just it sucks, man. It really does. It sucks. the discrimination. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel highly discriminated against, and I know it's because I'm a witch. Okay. I personally feel like those people just need to be possessed. And Azazel wants me to let everybody know that I just recently did an official pact with him. Oh God. Yeah, I did. I did a pact with Azazel. Yes, I did. And I'm so happy about that because I really love Azazel. He's really, really good when it comes to mind stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he's actually very healing. Um hmm. And then for justice, because for some reason, they think that they can hurt us just because we different. Just because we different, they think they can hurt us. And Roselle, did you hear about John F. Kennedy's sister, the one that they messed that lady up so bad, man. I feel so bad for that lady. They messed that lady's mind up so freaking bad. And they say that it's a Kennedy curse too. They say that it's a Kennedy curse, and that reminds me, I need to put up my protection and stuff today. I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. Uh, Talking about this crazy stuff, but yeah. So that poor girl, they basically like, and you know what I think it was. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think it was. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think it's because she was prettier. I think it's because she was the prettiest one. I think that's why they did her like that. Because she was so pretty. Okay? Very pretty. Much more prettier than her sisters. I think that's and her mama. She was prettier than her mama. And I think that's why they did her like that. I don't care what nobody says. I think that because what they did was the one you look it up. I don't know why I can't think of her name all of a sudden. Oh God. Hold on, I'll find out. Hold on. We should be back now. Testing, testing. Her name was Rosemary Kennedy. So apparently she was having violent fits or whatever. They said that she was having violent fits, which I don't know, but basically they put her in this rest home, and then they decided uh, to get her a lobotomy, and her mother didn't know. They claimed that she was furious. I think that they just said that to protect her. I don't think that lady cared. It was decades, literally decades, 20 years. They didn't even go and visit that lady. They kept her isolated. She was getting sexually abused in that place and everything. After they had given her the lobotomy, she literally couldn't function. She couldn't barely walk. She was literally refined to a wheelchair. I said, that's just sad. That's just sad. I don't see how people can do their family like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's another example of spiritual ignorance. I think that Rosemary probably had some problems with possession. But you know, I mean, they knew her better than me, obviously, but just judging by looking at the situation, like, that's just crazy. And then the fact that they put her in this place, like they basically just built a cottage for her that's now being rented out. It's being, I think, not rented out. It's owned by somebody, a family that lives there. But it was like a little one bedroom cottage that they built for her close to the mental institution. And they didn't visit her for years. They just kind of put her over there and forgot about her because she was going to mess up their image. Like, oh, wow. Wow. And you see what happened to Kennedy, right? Her father, Rosemary's father, which is John F. Kennedy's father, he suffered like a massive stroke or a heart attack or something shortly after John F. Kennedy was shot. I think that, yeah, I think he survived his presidency, but then he got sick after he got murdered. He got assassinated. But that's a straight up curse, man. That's a straight up curse. Like, yeah. If you ask me, I think it's because of the way they did their own family member. If you ask me, you don't go and abandon somebody. You know that reminds me of that movie called Rings, The Ring. The way they kind of put her up in that little barn or whatever and just made her live there and just kind of stuck her there or whatever. If you saw the newest Rings, it actually goes into the story of her father and the backstory. So it's just, I'm like, oh my God, like what is wrong with people? So I'm thinking about doing a reading on her too. But I don't know. My spirits don't like for me to involve myself with stuff like that. They want me to be here for the people. They do. They want me to be here for the people. Yeah, it's a lot of tragedy, man. But like, how you gonna do your own people like that? And I'm sure people was asking about her. Like, hey, yo, where's Rosemary? Oh, she died. You know, like what did what did they tell people? Oh, they claimed that they sent her to a girls' home or some crap. I listen. I don't give a shit how cray cray my kids are acting. The kids stay here with me. Okay, I don't give a shit. That's my child. I'm gonna figure out the solution. Okay, for real. What I wanted to tell you was, did I say I was going to piss you off on this season of American Horror Story? Kim Kardashian is playing a Lilith type of character. They're portraying her as evil. As long as she ain't called Lilith, I think they know better than that. I think they know better than that. Mm-hmm. Okay. You talking about what is it called? American Horror Story. Blah, blah, blah. Delicate. Delicate. Yeah. I watched a few episodes of it and I kind of lost interest because I've been fucking, oh my God. But I'm done doing work on that, all that other stuff. Like, I'm done doing all that other work. I finalized all of the work that I needed to finalize. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. I feel like I'm not going to really actually be able to rest and like just relax until I get back home. And please believe that in my hometown, I felt targeted there. I did. I felt targeted. Mm-hmm. It's not a coincidence, which is why I moved to Georgia in the first place. But I was only being targeted by my baby daddy and this crazy chick over there. Yeah. I do want to finish watching the rest of it because it seemed very interesting. It seemed very interesting, but I just haven't had time. And I am going to. I'm definitely going to, because I've been kind of like, that's what I was saying. Like when I was live, like 44 minutes ago, like I do not want my channels to be about fuck boys and fuck boys that are black men. I don't want to fucking do that. Like I'm not interested in y'all. I'm not interested in crazy ass black men on YouTube stalking me. And so we gonna shift the gear over here. Like, no, no. They have just been following me around, wanting me to constantly talk about them, constantly be stuck on this shit, and I'm not doing it. In fact, I have that jar that I did yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and boost it today because I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to talk about that shit. It's not nothing that I'm interested in. I don't give a damn about that shit. Tired of, keep lying. My spirits already said they last word. Like, keep lying. Keep fucking lying. Like, that's how they want to get a reaction out of you, is lying on you and shit. I can't stand it. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever despised anybody in my life as much as I despise that bomb. I ain't never despised somebody so much in my life. In my life. And Dahlia, I can't fucking stand her. She's the female version of the bomb. This is a fucking fact. And she don't want to admit it because she be like, she just like the bomb. Like, bitch, you are projecting. So I can't stand them people. I ain't about to have my channels all about that bullshit. They can take their ass down the road with that shit. I don't want to hear it. And watch how I get my fucking way. Watch how I get my fucking way. These people must think I'm fucking playing with them. Shit. Nobody playing with y'all. And then they be like, oh, she don't know nothing about nothing spiritual. Like, because you're trying to appropriate. They want to be me so bad. I'm a prophet. I ever said I was a prophet? No. I said I was a witch. I'm just sick of the bullshit. Cause they be waiting on me to talk about them. Like, the fuck, I don't want to talk about you. In fact, I've been sitting there getting paperwork done and shit. I don't even think about them fucking people. When I come on YouTube, people are kind of standoffish because they like, oh, she's not talking about them. But yeah, I don't like, what the fuck? I'm not interested in you. What the fuck? Like, I'd rather have sex with a fucking demon. I'd rather have sexual intercourse with a fucking demon that's not actually physically fucking there. I am not interested in none of those men. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to fucking think about them. I don't give a shit. I'm sick of this shit. And I really think that I found my one though, because Zazil kind of want to be my man. And you know what? I think my father is like, yeah, this is gonna be a great union. For real. I think he approves. Not my father, earth father, but or birth father. Right. Right. Trying to take credit for somebody that I decided to meet up and have sex with. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my God. And they never gonna stop talking about it. It could literally be 10 years from now and these motherfuckers still gonna be talking about it. But I don't think they're gonna live that long personally. I really don't. And I think that because last night I was picking up on some energy. Like, these motherfuckers feel like they gonna stalk me to death. I'm gonna be standing, I'm gonna be dancing on their motherfucking grave. I'm gonna be dancing on your motherfucking grave. You gonna be pushing up motherfucking daisies. So I'm sick of that. I am so sick of that shit. Like, I am not fucking involved. Those people do not fucking know me. And I'm tired of it. By the way, guys, I can totally go and edit all of this out if I want this video to kind of be successful. But they go around flagging my channels and shit, and they messed up all my algorithms and shit on YouTube and shit. They're fucking annoying, man. Like, you just have no fucking idea how annoyed I am with all of those people. I'm so fucking annoyed with them. I can't fucking stand them. And I be seeing other people where I'm supposed to be. They be getting 10,000 views, like the Black Cauldron. I really like her a lot. I really do. I think she's a very sweet person. I can see her dark side, and everybody got to have a dark side. Everybody. The fuck with with these crazy ass people running around here acting crazy. How the fuck can you not have a dark side? Shit. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I put that on Marie Laveau, and I will see y'all later. I need to find out what my real connection is with Marie Laveau, because she comes into my consciousness quite often, especially with the whole thinking about dating somebody outside of my race. Like, honestly, thinking about doing that, because black men, they just have too many fucking problems and they don't think much of them fucking selves. And I'm trying to have a 7 foot fireplace in my house that's tall and big. Like in my great room, like I want my fireplace to be stupid fucking big. And I can't have no pookie type in my damn living room. Like, talking about, come on, baby, let's have some thug, make some thug love and shit. I don't want that. I don't want no fucking pimp either. Oh God, go away. Oh God. I can't fucking stand it. And they don't want you to evolve. It's they like, well, you dated a thug before. Yeah, but I've evolved, boo. People grow up, people get older, people evolve. Fuck. Have you not looked around at the world? They try to make you feel like ain't no good people left in this world, and it is. My father kind of tried to make me feel like that, like ain't none of us being no good. My dad told me, he said, we all gonna expect you to do what we tell you to do. I said, I bet you I'm gonna find a man that ain't gonna expect me to do that, because y'all ain't always right. So, he told me that last time we talked. You know, if it's like an important decision or something, like I need to hear an important decision, then yeah. But just to fuck, I look like somebody that's brain dead to you. That shit is sick, man. They acting real helter skelter, and they acting like fucking what's that? What was that damn character from Silence of the Lambs? They just acting real weird, like the Joker or some shit. Like, would you please act normal? God damn, man, it's so annoying. I can't get jiggy with that. The hell I'm gonna how the hell I'm a fucking stroll with you out in a field of fucking wildflowers, and you acting like a fucking nutcase. Like, come on now. Shit. Oh God. And I definitely don't want to be with a woman. Definitely don't want to be with a woman. Definitely not gay. Definitely want some boy. I want some sausage. Okay, I always have. Like, I ain't never been into, like, I don't know. Sometimes I think that they're trying to work at something or something, and they can all fucking perish for all I give a shit. Okay, quit playing with me. Quit playing with my yo-yo. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Yeah. Like Roselle was saying, just because you read about something or you study something does not make you connected to it. You're not making a connection. Okay. You just, it's at that point, it's just information. At that point, it's just info. Info is not wisdom. Information is not necessarily wisdom. Information can be valuable, but info is not wisdom. And I think that's why they always searching the internet. Let me look at this. Let me look at that. That's why I keep my fucking credit locked. Fuck. You're fucking crazy. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Blessings to everybody. Have a lovely, loving, lovely day. And I will see y'all later. Okay. All right. Bye.